Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another video. And this is a paid request from rapidturby3k. For those interested in requesting any type of videos, movie reviews, re-reviews, random thought streams, commentaries, tier lists, rankings, video game playthroughs, whatever the case may be, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal. Do have a CashApp as well. Links are down below in the info box. I will get to as soon as I possibly can. For those who sent them, thank you. I do appreciate it. And as you can tell by the title, they wanted me to do a commentary on the 2004 film Torque, which this is a bit of a crazy movie. I will say this at the least. It's a pretty crazy movie. But let's get right into it. Thank you once again, Rapid Kirby 3K. Sorry about the wait, but thank you for your patience and your kindness. I'll pause at the beginning. 3, 2, 1, pressing play. This is a pretty crazy movie, I'll say that. And this is a movie that I think what had happened was I had watched this again, might be for a request, but I was kind of taken back by just how much fun it was. It's very stupid, but it's so gloriously over the top that it's kind of fun in that comic way, where the director just puts so much style into this. It's kind of just hypnotic to me. Like, even this right here is like, okay, we got middle of the desert, 2 cars, and we got a turtle in the middle of the damn road. Now, obviously, by this point, the Fast and the Furious had come out, and this was kind of talked about as the Fast and the Furious with motorcycles. So it's like, and it takes shots at Fast and Furious too. So this is like, okay, here's these 2 cars like Fast and Furious, but here's this motorcycle, and I guess just to showcase how better the motorcycle is, and kind of like Fast and Furious going in and the injectors, and they're using turbo like in Fast and Furious, and we'll see how like the motorcycle is so much better. I mean, you kind of wonder if on purpose they're trying to do a parody of the Fast and the Furious, because they even say Vin Diesel's line, "a quarter of a mile," and they go, "That's the dumbest line ever." So that right there seems like would want to take a piss on Fast and Furious from the get-go. But look at like all these up close shots and up close of like the watch. And now this guy here, I'm like, this guy looked familiar. He was in the remake of The Ring. He was the guy trying to help out Naomi Watts, and you find out he's the father of that kid, and then he gets killed at the end of, spoiler, of The Ring remake. I'm like, no wonder this guy looked familiar. Now the guy who directed this is Joseph Kahn, who is a South Korean music video director. He only did a couple films. He did the short on YouTube Power Rangers film with, actually, James Vanderbeek was in it. Rest in peace to him. And Katie Sackhoff. He did this film called It, which I reviewed with Brandon Routh. But yeah, this film didn't do well. But like I said, it's a pretty... It's only 80-some minutes long, and again, it's just so hyper-stylistic that it's just, I don't know, appealing to me. Because I'd rather you try than just be lazy and blasé and boring. And I'll say one thing, however you feel about the film is, to me, it's not boring. Even here, all the different camera angles. Yeah, get the fuck out of here with you damn cars. Go back to Fast and Furious 3. Then here's his buddies. I think that guy is Jay Hernandez, I think, who would be in... Isn't it from Hostel and such? I should have kept this up so I could look at the cast. I think that is Jay Hernandez. Yeah, it is Jay Hernandez, who was in Hostel. He was El Diablo in the Suicide Squad. He played Magnum in the reboot of Magnum P.I. And the other guy is Will Yun Lee, which he was in The Wolverine. He was in Elektra. He was on Hawaii Five-0. He was a voice on Sleeping Dogs, the video game. Who was he in the... Oh, God, he was in the Red Dawn remake, the Total Recall remake. He was Harada in The Wolverine. Oh, he was in Rampage, that film with The Rock. Guess he's in The Odyssey. Damn, look at all those windmills. We got windmills around here as well, so I know the feeling. Adam Scott, that name definitely sounds familiar. I know he plays like an FBI agent in this. I think Adam Scott was in Parks and Recs, which I've never seen the show. I've heard of the show. What have I seen him in, Adam Scott? I'll see and I'll be like, oh yeah, that's right. He was in Step Brothers. He was the asshole brother of one of the characters. Krampus, that's right. He was in Krampus, which I was not a fan of. But yeah, you got Martin Henderson as the lead. You got Ice Cube. You got Monet Mazur, who was on a CW show. The bad guy, Matt Schulze, he was actually in the Fast and the Furious. Speaking of which, came back for Fast 5. He was in the first Transporter film as a bad guy, or the bad guy. Jaime Pressly, which, I mean, she's been in a lot of stuff. My Name is Earl, among others. I think she plays the bad guy's girlfriend. Yeah, because they have a fight with motorcycles. So I'm not going to look too much. I mean, there's not a ton of info on the film. It cost $40 million. It was a flop. And again, it's a film that definitely has a bit of a... I don't know if I say it has a cult following. It definitely is one of those movies that at times feels like on purpose they made a parody of the Fast and Furious. But it's like, is it a parody, or are you giving it too much credit because they just poorly made the film and it just came off as a parody? Of course, the studios, they wanted a because Fast and Furious was a huge hit in 2001. So we want a film similar to that, because we want to get that market. Damn, do I have a damn knife fight? Is I do really want to wear. Ideally, even that little shot with the reflection off the knife and stuff. Then you have your biker gang. I don't know if you want to be wearing hot leather in the desert. Like even Ice Cube, he's wearing all this hot leather underneath his stuff, and it's like, is that really the best outfit to wear in the desert in the heat and shit? I don't know. And I know a lot of people badmouth Ice Cube because they say he has limited acting, but I think Ice Cube is good at being Ice Cube. And there's nothing wrong with that. And there's many films that he's been in that I've liked. I liked the original Anaconda. I like Boys in the Hood. Ghost of Mars I can have fun with. I can. I don't hate it like other people did. And still do. I have fun with this. I had a lot of fun with War of the Worlds, the one he was in. It was hilarious. I mean, I didn't give a shit about the ride-along films with him and Kevin Hart. I did not care about... What was the fucking... Triple H State of the Union. I thought that was terrible. Are we there yet? Are we done yet? It's like, whatever. But Friday I liked. Next Friday I liked. They Phase on Love there. Which, from what I understand, he tried to quit, get fired multiple times. I think that's where I first heard about this film. There was a program called Dinner for Five. Very cool program. Hard to find online to watch the old episodes. You'd have to do some digging. But it was really cool. It was like Jon Favreau and a group of people, random each time. Like it'd be like Roger Corman, Bruce Campbell, Rob Zombie, Phase on Love. It would be, all these different people together. Just talk about the business, movies, stuff they've done, stuff like that. And Phase on Love was making fun of, the director, and Ice Cube's in the pit with a motorcycle and he's holding a cross, and just talk about, like, trying to explain the Jon Favreau to their friends about how bad the film was going to be. It's like, who the fuck is this guy? Pretty nice trick. Pretty cool trick. Although I think the reason the sun was in our eyes is that we couldn't see it was a stunt double doing that, but hey, if it works, it works, I guess. And the lead guy did fine. I mean, I don't know if he's really leading man material. It kind of comes off as a little bit bland. Just compared to how ridiculous the rest of the movie is. If there was someone that enveloped more of a presence, a badass, like a Jason Statham type, or an Idris Elba type, or... Oh, I don't even know. I mean, maybe that could have worked even better. This is definitely a movie that's more about attitude and visuals and not so much about development of characters and story. Again, that always goes back to, well, okay, how much of this is meant to be funny? How much is not meant to be funny? Are you giving too much credit for stuff that's meant to be funny that they meant to do sincerely? But at the same time, if they're making fun of the Fast and Furious, it's like, well, do you have really any room to make fun of when you're doing this, this, and this? Unless you're really trying to take the piss out of it. And hell, the director may say today that's what he was trying to do. But are you saying it because that's what you meant, or are you saying it because you know the reputation and you're trying to save face of, oh, I did that on purpose, and I was this connoisseur that was ahead of its time. Just that's in the eye of the beholder. There's Matt Schulze. There we go. Matt Schulze, he was a good bad guy. The transporter, he wasn't a bad guy on Fast and Furious, but he was a guy who was aggressive towards Paul Walker, because rightfully so he didn't trust him, because he was right. Was it Vince, I think was his character's name in Fast and Furious? I don't know what's happened to him. I kind of want to look that up. Whatever happened to Matt Schulze? Because he has that face. He definitely has that good face for a villain. Torque. I don't know if Torque is really the best name for an action film either. Like, I don't know if Torque really gives that, like, the Fast and the Furious has a bit of that oomph for a title. I don't know if Torque really has that. Matt Schulze. He was Action Point, the Johnny Knoxville film. He was in that. Before that was Fast Five. Yeah, the last thing he did was Action Point 2018. Then Fast Five in 2011. Yeah, then 2008, 2009, he worked on some stuff, and yeah. I guess maybe he just didn't find much work, or what the deal was. Either way, that's too bad. That escalated quickly. This is a bit quickly. Yeah, this is one of those comedies I don't know if I have a lot to say about, because it is one of those films that kind of speaks for itself. And you either go along for the goofy ride or you just gonna hate it. So Ice Cube is doing Matt Schulze here. He ain't having it. Ice Cube definitely has that snarl down in this movie. A lot of snarling. But yeah, this is around the time they were putting Ice Cube on a good chunk of these type of movies, or really trying to get them in the A game of A listing of Hollywood. Because in this is around the time you had Chopra, like I said, Chopra State of the Union. You had this film. You had Ghost of Mars. Even you had other films. A lot of films didn't work out for him. I would say like the ride along films are definitely ones, and Are We There Yet worked out for him. Yeah, I would say this whole romance between these two is not really the most interesting part of the film. The girl's pretty. I'll say the girl is pretty. And the lead guy, I've seen better, I've seen worse. It's like, whatever. Yeah, be careful of those damn sparks, man. You don't want to get yourself killed there, goddamn. What do you do, teleport over there? Dude, shots like that are kind of cool. Like a shot of just roving right through the desert, going up into the building. Obviously, with CG manipulation there, but I appreciate instead of just having a typical exterior shot, try to do something with it. God damn, look at that woofer in the back. Look how gigantic it is. Jesus. Have a club back to the day. Ice Cube ain't having it. Because, I mean, for those who don't even know the plot of this film, because some may just be listening to this as like a podcast, Ice Cube has his brother. His brother's always getting into deep shit. His brother gets killed by Matt Schulze, but they frame the lead guy for it. So Ice Cube and Phase on Love and all those groups, they chase after our lead characters because they're falsely blamed, while our lead characters try to prove their innocence and also stop Matt Schulze. Damn, who the fuck is this guy? Blade? Fucking Kung Fu Hustle? And this weird, this weird camera thing, like this, like someone put a vibrator up. If the camera had an ass, someone put like a vibrator up it. So that's what sometimes the shots are like. Oh, this is where the brother gets it. When I mean the brother, I mean Ice Cube's brother. I don't mean like the brother, like the black guy, but I mean he is black, but I'm just saying Ice Cube's brother gets it, and they'll frame. Even like this, like the bathroom being red. I mean, I don't know where that light's coming from. That is making this. Well, I guess there's the lights. Again, definitely some interesting lighting for the scene. Sorry, I'm talk. Sorry, I have to type while I'm doing this. I apologize. I can't try and do two things at once. There you go. Didn't work out for him. And sorry about this. See, I just really we're 26 minutes in. We're already less than an hour left of the film, so it go by pretty quickly. I didn't realize that. We have less than an hour left, and we're getting kind of the first act of the movie, where the shits hit the fan. They're gonna be blamed, and they're gonna be on the run. I just they figure they want to try to get as much of this development as possible, and then I mean, I think for most people, like most people don't like the film, which I understand. And if they did, this I don't think this would be the thing they would care. Fucking merry-go-round. What is this? Gonna be like Daredevil and have a fight on the merry-go-round as well, the playground. This just make me dizzy and throw up, which I don't think would be erotic. Go around a circle ready to throw up as they're trying to kiss. Even a shot like that is cool. To go through the wall and see both the rooms from the inside and out. Tinky. I don't know why the lady would want a damn motorcycle helmet for sex. That would just seem more annoying than anything. Again, I liked Ice Cube. I don't mind, I don't mind his acting style. Again, you say it's limited, but I mean, there's a lot of actors I like that are limited, but they are right for certain roles and they get that presence, that attitude, that voice that works. Ice Cube is one of them. Again, doesn't mean I like every film he's in, but it works. So you read Adam Scott, this wild and crazy FBI agent. Because FBI agents always dress this way. Probably two of the more unconvincing FBI agents in fucking films. you know, definitely not Mulder and Scully. Just the hair, the clothes. And everybody's blaming this poor guy who didn't do a damn thing. Shit luck, I guess. I mean, wouldn't you want to do more like information, like investigation to make sure this is the guy you're looking for? Of course not. Uh oh. The word is out now. The shit has hit the fan. Why did the guy wipe the shaving cream like that off his face? Of course, a lot of product placement, Daytona, and all that stuff. MasterCard and Visa. No American Express card. Which I wonder, and this is a random thing, I wonder what happened with American Express where so many places would not take it. What happened? What was it? This is a random, but what is it about American Express that made that where that would be a card you could not use in a lot of places? What was it about that that made it different from Visa and MasterCard? I never really, I mean, there's always, what was that? Never leave home without it, but apparently, like all these other places, don't tape the shit. That's why they advertise Visa or MasterCard. This fat fuck. Ooh, nice flip. That's not a bad gun flip with the hand. Nice wide shot of it, too. You should get shot for that damn mustache. Trim that shit. At least like this. Yeah, time for get the hell out of Dodge. Just stand there with the thumb up their ass. Just weird that they're just standing there, just waiting for their cue. Like you don't stand right here, so Ice Cube and them to pull their guns out at your neck. By the end, there's definitely style first and foremost over anything. And sometimes those kind of films could be fun to watch. Not going to say it's my favorite or it's the best movie of 2004, whatever, but sometimes there's some fun to be had. It just brain dead action film that's just fast paced and dumb fun. Sometimes that's on the menu. Sometimes you want a candy bar. May not be good for you, but sometimes you want the candy bar. Just get that little bit of a taste and rush. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm not saying much because right here is just kind of them hiding out and not a whole lot to say about it. trying to think of what movies came out this time period. 2004. 2004 action films. So this is the time period where you had, in the same year, Catwoman, Dawn of the Dead remake, Van Helsing, The Punisher, which I like that film, Walking Tall, the film with The Rock. You had films like Man on Fire, I, Robot, National Treasure, Collateral. That's funny because a lot of these films I was seeing in theaters, like I'm looking at this list, I saw Dawn of the Dead, Cellular, Kill Bill Volume 2, Sally AVP, Hellboy. I saw those in the theater. Sky Captain: The World of Tomorrow I might have seen in the theater. I don't know. I don't think I saw this in the theater. I guess because like the name. What, really? Torque? Okay. Back when you had payphones. I never, you know what? I never used a payphone. Just never, the opportunity never came about where I had to use a payphone. A lot on phone booths or anything. Yeah, just, maybe lucky me. Just, yeah, never really had any reason to use a payphone. His dad's brother's cross and Phase on Love always wearing that damn t-shirt. Phase on Love is one of those guys that I've seen some of his interviews on, oh, what the hell is that YouTube channel? Oh my god. I just, it's gonna bother me if I don't. All I have to do is type in Phase on Love interview and I'll find it. Because he did a lot of interviews with this guy. DJ Vlad. He did a lot of interviews with DJ Vlad. And he's one of those guys that I don't always agree with what he says, but something about him, he always makes me laugh. He always makes me laugh. I always find him funny. And in movies, like he was in Money Toss, he took off the shirt with Chris Tucker in the jail cell. He was Big Worm in Friday. So, yeah, this is an interesting location here with the trees like this, the pine, kind of a different type of environment, an environment you wouldn't expect with these type of trees here, palm trees, like a palm tree forest or something. Did not, the environment I would have thought, but and Make things a little bit more unique. When you watch so many movies like that, it's nice to see that kind of stuff. And good work on the stunt people. Flying off, taking those hard hits. And moves like that, turning the 180, use your foot to kick off. All that, cool stuff. Like, ooh, that, I don't know how they did that with the motorcycles colliding. I guess they had dummies. But man, you see that collision, that just looked brutal. Fuck, that looked brutal as hell. Like that impact. What kind of fucking gun does she have again? Oh, not gun, it's a piece of a motorcycle. I briefly glanced at it. Obviously, CG manipulation on that, which, I usually prefer doing as real as possible. I mean, you look at Super Cop, was it Michelle Yeoh with the motorcycle? I mean, it's brief enough I could deal with it, and I mean, this stuff again is ridiculous as it is, but again, they put a lot of visual energy to it. I will say, just maneuvering around and inside the damn train, and then they maneuvers in between, and now going inside the train. Just fucking nuts. Like that looks good. That motorcycle jumping down in front of the train. And this right here, again, it's a mix of practical. There's CG stuff, the enhanced stuff, but there's some practicality into it, which I don't mind. I didn't just like the camera underneath the railroad tracks. I rarely see that. Like, let's have a shot under the railroad tracks. Granted, I mean, there would be nothing under there, so, but it just, I didn't, a little bit of different type of technique, different type of, you know, something different, something unique. I appreciate that stuff. And the explosion, I mean, completely over the top. Of course, the shrapnel, a lot of it's CG for safety reasons. But it's, enhanced. It's like they want to enhance these elements. You have to assume that these grown people know what they're making is a fantasy. So it's for them, it's okay to enhance certain things. Of course, is when Ice Cube now notices something is a bit up. Why did this guy save me? Why didn't he let me die? Did he do it because he wants to hopefully put me off the path, confuse me, to make me forget about what happened, or there's something else going on and maybe he's not the guy we're looking for? These are questions that need to be answered for our Ice Cube character. I think the other people like Jay Hernandez and Will Yun Lee and stuff, they have, the right attitude for this kind of film. Meaning, it's not too melodramatic. It's almost like a little bit tongue-in-cheek quality. Again, probably two of the most unconvincing FBI agents in film fucking history. Because I don't mind Adam Scott. I mean, I don't mind his performance. As dumb as this sounds, I almost would kind of chuckle if Ryan Reynolds was the lead in this. Because I know the same year he did Blade Trinity. Like, if you took his character in Blade Trinity and put it into this, because Blade Trinity, like, that is a fucking awful film. That is a terrible fucking movie. I hate that movie. I'm biting my tongue because I could go on like a 15-minute rant on Blade Trinity, but that's not what this film's about. This comedy is about, so. Maybe if I ever get a request for a Blade Trinity fucking commentary, or go lose my mind on it. It hasn't. This is one of those things where anytime when I think of this film, I always think of the shot. I don't think it's happened yet, where Adam Scott is like putting a T into the ignition, and the T is like a gigantic, the biggest fucking T you'd ever see. And it's like, choo, choo. I'm like, god damn. If it was only that easy, you'd get candy bars like that. Yeah. Showed your ass up, boy. Made you guys bitch. That's not who I think it is it? Okay, I gotta make sure. Is this who I think it is? This guy? I don't want to say it until this guy who's talked with Matt Schulze, who's trying to, who has the camera. Just want to make sure. Yep, that's Dane Cook. That's what I thought. That was Dane Cook. Which name he used to be a big thing for a while. Big like comedian, stand up. He was doing movies, employee of the month, good luck Chuck. And then things just kind of went to shit. I can't remember what happened. I'm trying to remember if they like he was accused of stealing material or oh something happened. I think he was like accused of stealing material and then like who the fuck shoots their gun like that too? Like as an FBI guy, he's like, come on, dude. There's the T. There's the T thing right there. That's really like that little. Just something about that little moment was like the fact they had to make like this gigantic fucking T just for that one shot. Again, I'm just kind of. Hey, the lead guy's like, I get my bike back. Guess Pepsi is sponsored by it. See, the Adam Scott drinking that Pepsi. It's always like Pepsi or something. Is there something like a Mellow Yellow or like some other, like a Sprite or, I don't know, Fanta or something? I just to be fair, that Ninja Turtles 2014 was what Orange Crush, and there's a little bit of Mellow Yellow in Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah, just great stunt work on this. I do commend that. In this world of more and more, CGI. People go, well, what about AI? I mean, Jesus Christ, that's a hell of a flip. Just for that past minute, it's like the zoom of the FBI guy's sunglasses, the reflection, the insane flip stunt, landing on Dane Cook's car. There's all this stuff. Just either you just go along and you laugh and have fun, or you're just going to be pretty angry about it. I just wish the lead guy, like I've seen much worse. I'm not going to call him bad because I've seen bad. It's just you needed. I feel like a Ryan, like if not a Ryan Reynolds type, then a really like Jason Statham type. Like you needed someone that really upped that factor of badassery presence. Yeah, dude, I don't see you fighting Ice Cube. Although, again, like, imagine that heat. Imagine that just wearing all that leather shit on there. See stuff like that, like landing on the shovel and it flips up to get the gun right to him. Just stuff like that. I mean, there's too many instances in this film that has to say that there's a sense of humor to this on purpose. That can't all be accident. So yeah, that's the second time that he's let Bryce Tube live, and he knows something is up here. Damn, I just realized that the clock we're at 19 minutes. See, that's what I mean. Like, I get involved in the action scenes and stuff, and how fast paced and weird and crazy they are, and Yeah, sorry if you hear that background noise. There's stuff going on around, so I apologize. Did sorry, Rapid Kirby 3K, if this isn't, wall to wall commentary, because I didn't make the film. But I mean, he seems. It doesn't matter, but I don't know if it's a he or she. I mean, it doesn't matter either way, but thank you, Rapid Kirby 3D. I do appreciate it. Ice Tube's guys are not paying attention. Not paying attention. Whoa. What the fuck? I forgot about this. I forgot about Adam Scott. I completely forgot about that. Well, there you go. It surprised me yet again. I completely forgot about that. I do like the composition some that the director has where it's like showing both of them, so like the up close here and the one and have them both focus, like those shots. I like some of those compositions. I know all the background noise. This would be in the middle of nowhere. These stupid roosters and stuff. Hate them all. Ooh, a nice drop kit there. Did a nice kind of flip there, and then weird like POV of on the face as it lands. Eyes do did ass there. Ah, there you go. Have a fun ride. How that was all incorporated with the chain and stuff, if you say so. That's a hell of a shot to not hit any of the hands, the shrapnel, just hit the handcuffs perfectly, so neither the wrists and stuff get interesting. Interesting. Uh oh. Damn, that's a hell of an explosion. They didn't like the guy flying. I mean, Adam Scott's theater flying back like that again. I always forget about this like super duper Pepsi versus Mountain Dew. Like, I guess they're trying to say Pepsi is the better, and then like this literal fight with motorcycles. Look at this. See, here's the thing though. If this very same stuff, like, okay, if you took the same movie, it was made in Hong Kong, people would accept this. Oh yeah, they're doing stuff with the motorcycles, and that seems like something that would be done in Hong Kong, and then people would just accept it. They go, yeah, that's just how Hong Kong movies are, and it makes me wonder if you took the same movie, but it was Hong Kong actors and such, it probably would get some better reviews. I'm like, well, isn't that kind of weird? I mean, it's not often you have motorcycle fights like this, but that what makes it unique. And you can tell there's a lot of hard work put into it. The choreography, the timing. As silly, ridiculous as it is, I don't feel it lazy. That's the thing. I don't feel lazy at all about it. Yeah, this stuff is, I mean, just. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I mean, this stuff is like just complete CG backdrop and like how fast are they going? Like this is like ludicrous speed, fucking ludicrous speed. It's just yeah, it's a bit too far, a bit too far. Like what the fuck? Like what the fuck? Like he did a 360 and I just landed on top and then he's flying and blowing up and you're like what? What the fuck happened just now? This CG smorgasbord where he did a 360 off the pipe, landed on the guy, and I barely understood what the fuck the rest happened. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? Again, that's a bit much. That's a bit fucking much. Like, what the, like that, I mean, that's a bit, too far. Too far for wear and such. Here's Phase on Love again. I think Ice Cube's fun in the movie. I think he does what he's supposed to do for this film. But yeah, that final battle with Matthew Schulze and the everything CG and I barely I just like landed on the bike and then I just Matt Schulze is and bike on the ground like this and sliding. Yeah. It just makes you go, what the fuck is that? I mean, it makes the Fast and Furious look like Good Will Hunting in comparison. But maybe that's part of the fun of it as well. But there you go. Off into the sunset, so to speak. And there you go. It all works out. Yes, it all works out for them. Trying to go back to see there's 5 motorcycles, but there's him, his 2 buddies, her. What's the 5th motorcycle? And I see 5. Who's in the 5th one? That's what I'm a bit confused by. I don't know who's in the 5th one. I only see the 4. Yeah, I don't know who's on the fifth one. I guess it doesn't matter. But that's Torque. I mean, I don't know what else to say. It's a wild, crazy movie. I mean, it's only 80 some minutes long. Definitely has some funny, laughable, eccentric, weird moments in it. It has a lot of style in its direction. Some may say a bit too much style for its own good, but I'd rather have that than be a very boring, bland, where someone just set the camera and let people walk and talk and like directing traffic type of director. The lead guy, I can see why he wasn't a main star in a lot of other stuff. Again, he's fine, but I think you could have done a bit better. That finale, the way that the two girls when they had the bite fight, that was a much better fight than what the lead guy had with Matt Schulze. That should have been more the case. Like they should have taken some tips on the way the girls had their motorcycle fight. It was over the top and silly, but it's all done practical or enough practical real life people doing it that you could have fun with the fantasy. And I that to me was a more fitting in this over the top manner than just this big CG city going ludicrous speed. It was a bit too ridiculous, too much, too over the line. Jumping the shark. But I mean, is this a film would watch over already? No. Do I hate this film? No. It's dumb fun, stylistic, fast paced. I watch this over some of the other more pretentious fucking movies. I think they fun. Thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you guys later. Bye bye for now.